I'm sitting by the campfire.
Bro, get up.
You gonna tell some campfire stories?
Fine. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away.
One time in band camp. One time in band camp. You know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
one time in band camp,
yes.
I took a flu. All
One
right.
time I was at Chuck E. Cheese and it was my birthday. I had a
Oh,
Ghostbuster theme.
nice.
You know.
Uh huh.
It was pretty cool. You know. I liked it. I got a bunch of toys. You know.
Sweet.
Then Chucky came by and I was and yes, regrets. I had a few and I did it my way. You know, I hid under the table because Chucky came and he said, "Hey, give me a hug." And I'm like, "No, I don't want the hug because you're creepy." And I didn't like it, you know. And then one time my goldfish had walked me. The same with my T Rex. My T Rex had put a Pop Tart wrapper in the toaster, and it caused
Oof.
ice to flow up with a heart drowning in the water while Dora the Explorer was watching uh, Sesame Street do the gritty on top of a bush. And um, yeah, yeah.
Story time. Story time.
Story time. Story time's always fun, right? But just don't say anything I wouldn't say.
Oh, that you wouldn't say or would say?
Wouldn't
Oh,
say.
okay. So you wouldn't say. All right. So my story begins at Chuck E. Cheese as well.
Okay.
So one time I went to Chuck E. Cheese
Uh-huh.
and it was my birthday.
Okay. Birthday. Birthday.
And
Birthday.
and I
Birthday.
had a group of people
Uh-huh.
and we were all having fun. We had the tokens. It was back then when they had the tokens.
Yes, I remember that.
And so I was winning at the skee ball
Okay. Okay.
and I had a
Okay.
lot of tickets, right?
Okay.
And I tried to invite more people to play on the skee balls, but everybody else was playing everything else and the cranes and whatnot. So I'm there by myself, having a lot of fun until the lights come off.
Uh-oh,
All the
Mikey.
lights went out.
Uh-oh, Mikey.
Yeah. And then when I was trying to call my mother, or my parents, I should say, I had no response. The floodlights came on. It was the reserve power in the whole building. And I just got experience. Jesus Christ. Shut up! And as I was calling out, I heard a clanking.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is it
And
based on a true story?
Don't ruin the mood.
we don't need the peanut gallery butting in.
The end. The end.
Anyway, anyway. Um, so I heard this clanking, right? And I didn't know what it was since my parents went around and I was scared. I was hiding underneath one of the party tables. And I'm there and I'm looking around. One of the back doors opens up and the clanking gets louder and louder. Like
Okay.
it was coming towards me.
Okay.
I got straight up right where I was. And you know what it was?
What was it?
I know.
What was it? What was it?
So what it was two furry feet that I was
Oh
looking
God.
at.
Oh goodness
And as
gracious.
I think it was searching for me, it walked past, all right? And
Uh-huh.
as it walked past, I tried to sneak out from the table.
Uh-huh.
unfortunately, I kicked into the chair, making some noise, and that's when I saw him. Chuck E. Cheese
Chuck
turning
E.
around,
What?
and his glowing
What?
eyes were dead on me. So I ran as fast as I could to the back door
Uh-huh.
as he was slowly gaining on me.
Oh gosh.
I made it into the back. It was a security office. I was able to lock the door, and I called the police, and I waited. I was successful to call the police, and I waited.
Uh-huh.
20 minutes later, they found me in the security office, but they could not find the Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my goodness gracious.
The end.
What the hell, Pedro?
Sorry, I'm just playing Crash Royale right now.
You know what? This is bullshit. I'm going. I'm leaving.
Sorry, what were you telling me about?
The story was about we were on the dance floor.
Okay.
We were dancing. And then Chucky comes by.
Oh my goodness.
No, actually, no, Uncle Chuck, man. Uncle Chuck. Uncle Chuck come by.
Okay.
You can say Snotty Nose comes by. And then he grabbed me. And then we... You just farted, by the way.
Bro.
And then we went to a water park. And then Uncle Chuck was
Okay.
still grabbing me.
What?
And then he throws me in the pool. And then he throws me in the pool. The end.
Oh, wow.
Come on, bro. Chuck just want this drinking soda.
Okay, here's the story. The story starts on the Wisconsin Dells street, yes. The one big street, yes. I forgot what it's called. But Times Square? Times Square, anyone? No? Okay. Yeah, it starts there. We start walking, and we come stop sitting on me. Get off! So anyways, we start walking, and then we come across this one thing. It's a haunted house. This mother trucker right in front of me. This guy, and Cindy folks. They both pressure me to go in there, and we do, and it's scary, and I did not like it at all. And then here's another, and then we go back to the hotel, and then this guy again brings me to these two other scary places.
Okay.
The Temple Run.
Right.
Ever heard of that game? Yeah. There was one of them that was the Lost Temple, and it looked like Temple Run, but just much scarier. And
nice.
there was another one. It was I forgot what was the other one. It was another haunted house. It was scary too. I will never forget that or forgive you for doing that. And I
Let's see. Once upon a midnight dreary, as I pondered weak and weary.
bro, get the freak out. Get out. Get out of my story. Get out of my
You
story.
never heard
You're
of Edgar
banned.
Allan Poe? You
You're
illiterate
banned.
bastard.
You're banned. You know what? No. Okay. All right.
This story is called The Ugly Barnacle.
The escapes from this. Oh, jeez. Fine. You know what? Let's hear it. Fine. Dumpster stories. I'm staying here. I'm staying here after what I just heard. Yeah, give me all that. Give me all them slurps. I need to drink something. Thank you. Anyways, continue your story.
All right. Once there was an ugly barnacle.
Okay.
He was so ugly, everybody died. The end. Where you going?
Once. Okay, look,
Diving
look.
board.
This is a true story, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Once there was an ant. The ants really loved to be an ant. Okay.
I'm surfing, baby. No, my surfboard.
Well, that story is actually too sad to tell. I'm gonna pick another one. That's actually a really sad story that you might cry. Not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna tell
I
that
think I heard
story.
about it. It's the ant that had a queen, and then everybody died to pesticide.
That's no.
No,
That's
it wasn't.
of all the trauma I've been through. All right. Once there was this thing. It was called brain rot.
Oh,
It's taken over my brother. It really has. We need to get rid of it. But first, shh. But shh. But I remember when it first came out in 2020. No one had anything to do other than watch TikToks, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, or whatever. Okay.
all right.
Until Brain Rot came out with the Skibbity toilet or whatever, you know, the chicken nugget from McDonald's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Look,
About to beat the
it was some crazy times. And then until this one thing called the Italian Brain Rot. I can't even explain it. It took it over my brother, and I thought maybe this could end. It has never ended. It's still around. It's still around. Look at him. Look at him. He's a hot dog now. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's a glizzy.
He's a living brain rot.
Yes.
Yes.
His brain is 6 feet under right now, and I really hope we could cure this. So please, everybody, let's please just pray for these kids, please.
All right.
About to beat the brother.
So, if you want me to continue my story,
Do not give me side quests. Do not give me side quests.
Oh.
Oh, you're not gonna give me side quests? Thank you, God. What? Yo. Anyways, go continue.
All right. So, what I was saying is that after the cops had came and nobody was found, my parents were trying to find me because they experienced the light out, but when they experienced the light out, they were transported somewhere else. And they were searching for me.
Mm-hmm.
So after that incident happened, I see that you're bored. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll tell my story somewhere else.
Well, I was just trying to eat some.
Oh, okay. So after that incident happened, all right, and we all went home. Few days afterwards, it was like a month after. We never went to Chuck E. Cheese anymore. But for some reason, I kept on hearing the clanking.
Yes.
Every night around 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning, I would hear clanking outside my window. It was scary. I would tell my parents about it, but they thought it was all in my head. So it continued on for a couple of nights until one day, or one night I should say, when it started coming from my closet door or drawers. My closet doors. My heart dropped. I hid underneath my bed, and lo and behold, furry feet came out of my closet doors.
Uh-huh.
I tried to stay as quiet as possible as I was walking around the room,
Woo.
seemingly looking for something.
Uh-huh.
So after it was looking, it went back into the closet, closed the door, and then morning came up. So I checked my closet. My parents didn't think I was anything was in my room, so they checked the closet as well. Nothing was there. The following night, though, something else happened. All the lights in my house went out.
Whoa.
As a blackout, you would say. And as my parents were trying to get the power back on, I was in my room. And then all of a sudden, the glass was broken in the kitchen. The back door was busted open. And we pretty much was chased around by the animatronic. It had come into the house. So we desperately tried to escape it. All of us. Dad tried to fight it off. And Mom was screaming her lungs out. And I was frightened like hell. And we tried to go to the neighbor's house. But we couldn't get any help there because everybody was still asleep. So then we went down the street, knocking on everybody else's door. Eventually, one of the neighbors down the block opened up the doors and let us use their phone. Call the cops. Cops came around. Yet again, nobody found. Yeah, it was very strange. I'll save the rest for part 3. You won that fucking game again?